before I say anything, let me just say that if this is the outcome you wanted, congratulations, this video's not for you. Move along, have a lovely day, go back to your Pepe memes, have fun. Now, to everybody else, I know that last night didn't turn out how any of us expected or wanted, and I know that for a lot of us it feels like the beginning of the end. We're thinking that there's no way the America we know and love can survive the leadership of someone who prides himself on his business record, yet is more accurately known for his long record of bankruptcies. I mean, really, who decided that selling steak at an appliance store was a good idea? Point is, I know it feels like things will never be quite the same, and I won't lie to you, they probably won't be. But the thing that you have to remember right now is that Rome survived Nero, so we can survive this. To explain a little bit what I'm talking about, let's jump back to the 1st century AD in the early Roman Empire, and recall from the video I did on the Roman Empire, a smattering of idiots in the 1st century known as the Julio-Claudian dynasty. 3 out of 4 emperors in this time were absolutely crazy. There was Tiberius, who was paranoid and murdered everybody. Then there was Caligula, who's great. He wanted to appoint his horse as a Roman senator. That's fun. He also wanted to attack the English Channel because he wanted to pick a fight with Neptune. You know, just classic waste of public resources. But then, most importantly, there was Nero, who actively planned the burning of Rome so that he could have a nice little spot in the middle of town to make a golden house. And Rome was on fire, and it burned, and it was really, really bad. But this was like 68 AD or something, and the empire didn't fall for another like 400 years. Rome survived Nero after he was kicked out or murdered or whatever happened, or maybe just died, I don't know. You had the Emperor Vespasian who came in, and his big thing was that he bulldozed the Domus Aurea, the golden house that Nero made, and he made the Colosseum. So you had something really bad, which was Rome was on fire, thank you Nero, and afterwards Rome came together, came through, survived the being on fire part, and built this really, really cool thing that's a monument to this amazing culture and history. So Rome survived Nero, and we can do that too. We just have to persevere and stick together and not lose sight, because if we just sit there and think, oh, well, Rome's on fire, I guess I'm just going to sit here and type some angry Facebook posts out and just lie back and call it a day, you're gonna be burned alive. But if you actually make an active effort to go outside of your tiny little Roman house and try to fight the fire and do something and be an active citizen in a democracy, we all still have hope of surviving. And America will survive. This isn't the end of democracy as we know it, no, not a chance, but it's going to be a rough 4 years, and we have to persevere and stick together and actually love each other in the face of all of the hate that's been spewed around. So the Roman Empire survived the Emperor Nero. Okay, America will survive this election, will survive President Trump for 4 years or 8 years or God forbid whatever it ends up being, but how do we as people get through this? Because I know that most likely what a lot of you are feeling is alone. I know what I felt yesterday. I know what Red felt yesterday too. It's what a lot of us are feeling justifiably. If there's one thing this election proved, it's that nearly half of the population of the United States would rather prioritize their own economic conservatism over your health, well-being, and in some cases your life. And that's a really bad feeling to have, and it can be seriously crippling in some cases. But what you need to remember, again, is that this is survivable despite how terrible it might be. And even if the person we all wanted to be elected president was elected president, racism, sexism, it wouldn't have gone away. It didn't go away under Obama, it wouldn't have gone away under Hillary Clinton. But it's going to be a little bit worse under President Trump. It's going to be a fair amount worse. But we would have had to face these same battles anyway. So even though we don't have all the resources on our side that we would have liked, people who are of Mexican heritage, of Muslim faith, of the female gender, of there's basically not straight white guys. If you're not a straight white guy, you can't give up hope because you have communities around you. And that's the reason that we can all do anything at all, is the community that we build and the community that we stick with. And if you listen to President Obama's speech, which was a great speech, which honestly made me feel a whole lot better about this, he made the excellent point of, yeah, okay, this isn't what we all wanted, but that's how democracy works. That's how politics works. We go at it, and we try to figure out who's going to lead the country, and whoever wins it, and whoever doesn't learns their lessons, comes back maybe next time. And we're all still Americans. We're fighting the same fight together to make our country better. And even though we have competing ideologies on how to do what, it doesn't change the fact that we're all fundamentally on the same side and we'll all be okay. Whatever the case may be, there's still a lot of hate out there. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like the world's not going the direction you want, I have something you can do today that'll hopefully make your life feel a little bit better, and will make someone else's life feel a little bit better too. Go and do something nice for someone you've never met before. Whatever it is, buy them a cup of coffee, just say hi, compliment their shoes or whatever. Just do something nice to prove that America still loves and always will. Bottom line is, no one knows what's going to happen, and honestly, I'm going to be totally serious. The history books are going to find this hilarious in like 1,000 years, if there's still humans around. Like, seriously, the video I did on Alcibiades is like, ha ha ha, what a card. It would have been terrible to live with, with him in your timeline messing everything up. Oh my god, it would have been so bad. Could you imagine? Ugh. I mean, we laugh at Nero, but like, holy crap, that would have been rough living with him. Commodus, you guys seen Gladiator? Whew. No fun. Anyway, point is, this isn't the end. This is one step back in a long march forward through history. And if we're all, holding each other, picking each other up, supporting each other, we'll make it through. We'll come out all right. It'll be okay. Don't give up hope, because hope's all we have in a lot of cases. Watch an episode of like Supergirl or something. That's a good show. Watch some cartoons, look up some cat gifs. Talk to a friend you haven't seen in a while. Read some jokes. Do something, make you feel good. Meditate. I'm going to try that later today. That should be fun. I'm on a Taoism kick right now, so that's where that came from. But I'm just totally rambling right now. I was in a really rough spot today. I made a video that was so angry, and Red said, not so much. So I gave it a couple hours, came back, and now I'm trying to give a more hopeful message, which I think we could all do with right now. If any of you are subscribed to the channel Nerd Cubed, which you all should, great channel, he made a video today saying, Nerd Cubed welcomes everybody. And the point of the video, which you can go click, we'll link it down in the description, is that if you feel like you're not welcome in your country anymore, know that A, you still are, and B, you're welcome on his channel. And we'd like to share that same message. We welcome all kinds here. Whether you love Napoleon, if you're one of those people, or hate him if you're like me, whether you like this kind of story, hate that kind of story, whatever, you think The Inferno's the worst book ever read, we don't care. We just want to give you a place where you can learn something, laugh, jump away from the horrors of life for 10 to 15 minute installments. But we do this because we want to make the world a little bit of a shinier place, and if we inspire you to do that, great. If you feel like the world's going a little bit down the drain right now, might I suggest take this time to create some art. Art flourishes in conflict. If you look through history, you see with Greece and with ancient China, the like late BC era was when we had Confucius and Lao Tzu writing all of their philosophy during the period of the Warring States, when it was just war after war after war for like 200-300 years. You have Plato and Aristotle and Socrates coming out of the Peloponnesian War, which is one of the worst wars that had ever been seen by the Greek world up to that point. You had all sorts of amazing things coming out of all sorts of awful places throughout world history. Dante is a great example of that. He's this guy who had a really, really rough lot in life. His girlfriend died on him. It's never any fun. And he decided to write a story of the hell that was within himself. And it's one of the best works of art, best works of literature that's ever really been created. Not the best, obviously, but it's one of the good ones. So times are tough, but use this as an excuse to create, make something beautiful, show it to your friends, put it online, tweet it at us. We'll tell you it's really cool because we like when our fans, our community does stuff. We want to be supportive like that. But yeah, I feel much better about this now than I did when I started recording, and I hope maybe you do too, because if we help you out, it's all that matters. All right, videos coming soon. We'll try to get back on track shortly. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Stay strong.